Hello, everyone. Dr. Mandell here with you. We are going live streaming, touching the lives of our good, beautiful people out there worldwide. And today I'd like to talk about a very important topic about the healing powers of vitamin C. And so I am going to refrain back to certain articles and notes that I didn't want to forget to talk about, but I just wanted to first start out talking about the amazing benefits of what vitamin C does for our body. Now, vitamin C builds collagen, and collagen is what makes up our ligaments, our tendons, our nails, our hair. Everything's made from collagen. Our body cannot synthesize collagen on its own, and vitamin C is the main vitamin that actually allows the body to create collagen. Now, what about other areas like our skin? When it comes to scarring, when it comes to the sun, when it comes to oxidation. Well, I'm going to discuss a few things on that, and I'm going to refrain to a few different important articles, but collagen does wonderful things. Now, what about if you've had an old accident or an injury, or let's say you have a chronic tendonitis, so you have weakness within your joints, so you're having just pain, tendonitis, bursitis, anything that goes on within your body is based on collagen. So the first thing that I will tell everyone to do, if you're suffering with chronic injuries, back problems, neck problems, joint problems, ankle problems, knee problems, it doesn't matter. Start adding more vitamin C, and you will really see a huge difference. So I will get to some questions hopefully at the end, but there's a lot I want to review with you, so just bear with me. So we talk about collagen. Now, let's talk about another very important thing. Let's talk about our face, our wrinkles. I can tell you that, let me pull this up just to give you a little bit of a pretty look here, that I can tell you that when it comes to your face and when it comes to wrinkles, yes, there are serums out there with vitamin C, and I think that they're excellent, but realize that vitamin C is a tremendous, powerful antioxidant. And it's a cofactor of collagen synthesis. And we know that collagen could do wonders, not only against the bad rays of the sun, actually when it comes down to preventing wrinkles, keeping that youthful skin, preventing those damaging free radicals from the UV exposure. It actually inhibits melatonin production of the skin. And it actually will lighten hyperpigmentation and even brown spots. But there's lots of different serums, and I really don't want to go into those with this program, but even those may notice, sagging of your skin, changes of your skin. You may notice darkening of your skin. The serums are not only excellent for you, but start adding more vitamin C, and I'll go into more about how much a little bit later, but that will really produce the body's ability to really bring in that collagen with you. So the other thing I wanted to go about and talk about real briefly is that you may be thinking, where is the best or what is the best way to get my vitamin C? Well, ascorbic acid, there are different ways of getting vitamin C, but there's nothing like fruits and vegetables. And let's go there right now, okay? Because even though you're kind of like brainwashed to say, okay, my citrus fruits like my oranges, my limes, my grapefruits, we know that they're excellent. Or you may be thinking, wow, what's this? Greens. Oh, wow, I didn't know I can get my vitamin C from greens. Oh, what are those red things over there? Those peppers. Wow. Well, you might not realize it, but let's show you here. Look at the orange on the bottom, 45 milligrams. And I bet you that many of you didn't even know that broccoli has over twice the amount of vitamin C than oranges. Look at the red pepper, 3 times the amount of vitamin C. The guava, wow, that's like 8 times the amount, or 7. I do the math. 45 milligrams times whatever it is, 228 milligrams guava. That's a lot of vitamin C. So I want people to really study this chart. You can Google it. You can go to other charts. Now, the daily recommended allowance is 65 to 90 milligrams. So, wow. Do you really believe that we should only be taking 65 to 90 milligrams? Now, think about this for a second. Vitamin C is water soluble. What does that mean? That means if you take a lot of vitamin C, 500 milligrams, 1,000 milligrams, I even like time-released vitamin C. But if you're eating your fruits and vegetables, you're getting your fiber, which is very important to help sustain insulin and glucose levels. That vitamin C needs to be sustained throughout the day. Because if you're just taking vitamin C in the morning and it's not time released, it's not going to do the job that when your body requires it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 10 o'clock at night, or even 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's always good to try to spread your foods out because there's nothing better than getting it from regular foods. Since I'm on that topic right now, I don't know how many people have heard of Linus Pauling. Well, he won a Nobel Prize, and he's a biochemist, and he has preached for years when it comes to the immune system, when it comes to curing many different diseases. He goes up to 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 milligrams. That's 15 grams of vitamin C a day. And he has the studies. And this guy is a renowned a doctor that has really done wonders for many people's health worldwide. But I can't go ahead and tell you to take 10 grams or 10,000 milligrams because you just can't do that today. But you may want to research his work. I really think that can do you a lot of good. But if you're I take 1,000 milligrams at a time. I'll maybe do that a couple times a day, depending upon how I'm feeling. I always recommend people out there to take zinc with vitamin C. They're like brothers and sisters. So if you really want that zinc to work at its maximum potential, take it with vitamin C because it's really a great combination. And if you really want to keep your immune system strong, that would be something that you definitely want to consider because zinc can do wonders for our immune system. So on the other hand, if you're taking too much vitamin C, what's the worst scenario that's going to happen? You're going to pee out a lot of yellow urine, or you're going to have maybe a little diarrhea. That's about it. Remember, vitamin C is water soluble. That means you don't have to take it with any food. You don't have to take it like a fat soluble vitamin like vitamin A, D, E, or K. And vitamin C is powerful. You want your urine to be a little yellow. If you're taking B vitamins, it's going to be a little yellow. But if you're waking up in the morning and it's real yellow without no vitamins, that means you're dehydrated. So there is a difference between dehydration and having yellow urine and drinking throughout the day and having yellow urine. So if you're getting the yellow urine, then you know that can help you. Now, people have asking about kidney stones. There is no way that vitamin C will give you kidney stones unless you're ODing on it. So if you're getting it from your foods naturally, your body's going to process it naturally. You are going to see great results. There are people out there, if you look at the chat room, who take 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 milligrams a day, who have done it for years, who are very, very healthy and have a very strong immune system. So that's just something I just want to throw out at you. And I just thought it's something that would make a lot of sense. Now, those people that want to really build collagen in their body, you must stop smoking if you're a smoker. You need to slow down the alcohol if you're a drinker. You need to really be careful when you're in the sun because the sun, those rays can really cause oxidation of our skin. There's no doubt that as we get older, it's the oxidation of our skin that brings up these different types of colors, and these different bumps, and these irregularities of shapes that come up on our skin. Our face can become more dried and scarred. And again, we get this sometimes in the 30s and 40s, but it's not from our 30s and 40s. It's from the damage that when we were teenagers, and I'm sure many of you can relate to this, when we used to spend a lot of time with suntan oil, not suntan SPF protectant for our skin, and that will definitely do damage that we sometimes can see later on in years. So be real careful. I'm a big believer that no matter where you are, always protect your skin, protect your face, and that is something that will really get you a long way. I'm also a big believer, and it's proven that if you stimulate your face, little with your fingers, maybe doing exercises, just, using your hands, massaging your face, doing that a couple minutes a day, you'll feel hyperemia, which is an increased blood supply that will really get your blood really moving, and that will stimulate. Remember, our face, our muscles, we have many of them, is no different than any other muscle in our body. So the more we stimulate it, the more function, the more chemicals and changes in nutrition that's going to happen, the more exudate and waste toxins, the more cleansing of our lymphatic system. It's just a win-win situation. So I want you just to take that for what it's worth. A couple of things. I made a few notes here. I don't want to miss anything. Give me 1 second and I'll head for the chat room with you, because I appreciate all you chatters for hanging in there with me. So we talk about vitamin C, collagen synthesis, how it's a critical role with our connective tissue, of course, with our hair, nails, and skin. It's extremely important. Also, when it does enhance our brain function, it does actually play a role with our neurotransmitters in our brain, and it does actually help your cognitive function. So those people who may have, they feel like I'm slipping, I don't remember things as well, you may be amazed. There are proven studies here from the University of Queensland, Australia. They've done so much research on there, how it affects the brain. So I just want to share that with you. Also, when it comes to chronic diseases, what are chronic diseases? Heart disease, cancer, diabetes. It's an amazing antioxidant. Don't belittle vitamins. Don't belittle the vitamin C because it's so easy to get. Because remember, stress is going to deplete your vitamin C. High cortisol in your body will deplete vitamin C. Adrenaline, and when you're stressed out, your body is just not going to work. The hormones are not going to function as way as they should. So the immune system, there's no doubt. We already know that it plays a critical role by the antioxidants with the immune system. So even when you get the common cold, it's known to really help. But again, I would have junking with zinc, I think, is a big asset for you. And lastly, I want to mention macular degeneration. The American Ophthalmic Association, as well as other associations, when it comes to macular degeneration, the research shows that taking 500 milligrams a day, just as a regular basis, the antioxidant properties show that over long term, it can help slow down or prevent macular degeneration. So vitamin C is really an amazing vitamin, and please consider it in your lifestyle. Just last but not least, there was an article here that shows even high blood pressure. I'm not saying that take vitamin C and give up your blood pressure medication, but vitamin C helps the capillaries. It helps the internal parts of the arteries. Vitamin C helps build collagen. Your arteries is a part of collagen. In other words, the blood travels through those arteries, and if the intima, the inside muscular layer of those arteries are healthy because of the natural antioxidant properties, that it can actually work and actually hopefully take away, and it does take down LDLs, and it actually helps lower the bad cholesterol. The studies do show that as well. So it's a plus situation. So actually, it does help lower triglycerides, as I'm actually looking at a study right here. It will actually help reduce, because people ask me about uric acid levels, and I didn't really know so much about this little trick here until I read on it in Health. This is in Healthline, and it says that it will reduce blood uric acid levels to help prevent gout attacks. That's awesome. So basically what it's doing is help dissolve the crystalline deposits of the uric acid that potentially can happen more commonly in the big toe. So if we can reduce uric acid by just taking vitamin C, and please, one very important thing, you must hydrate. If you don't hydrate, that's when you lead to like kidney stones and other problems. But if you hydrate, the kidneys will filtrate. Okay, hydrate and filtrate go together. So please hydrate, and you'll be amazed. And this study was 1,387 people who consumed vitamin C had significant lower levels of uric acid by taking vitamin C. And this is a study they followed over about for quite a long time, but it's proven. It's right here in Healthline if you want to go ahead and look at that. Okay, for the few minutes left, any other comments? We will go ahead and take one or two questions, because we are moving quick on this program. I don't want to extend it too long. Again, this is reposted for those people who are listening to it right now, as they will be. I want to thank you for listening to this program as well. I really think that this is great information that you can be taking. Here is a question here. How's it going? This is from King Castle. I have diabetes, look for someone to help boost my weight loss. Well, the first thing with diabetes is, are you having peripheral neuropathy? And if you are, you got to get into alpha lipoic acid. I did a great video on that. It's how to help neuropathy. And one of the greatest things that you can do, even If you have any type of inflammatory problem, remember, diabetes or high blood pressure or even cancer or any immune deficiency is inflammatory. So if it's inflammatory, that means other parts of your body as a result of having high sugar can affect plaquing in the arteries. It can affect your arteries, it can affect your heart, it can affect your brain. You need to lower your sugars because sugar is toxic. Yes, people say that I'm the crazy guy on the internet that talks about lowering sugars. Well, I'm probably the smart guy on the internet telling you that because I know as a fact that by lowering your sugar is going to lower inflammation. It's going to prevent insulin resistance. It's going to allow you to become more insulin sensitive, and it's going to make big changes. Okay, here is someone, Rowdy Yates. I guess you may probably agree with me, huh? All right. So a couple more questions. Want to say hello to you from the Philippines. Kumusta, Maureen? I don't know if you're Tagalog or Bisaya. Okay, I do know a little bit of both. Yes, sugar is bad. I'm sure that all you will come out here and just say one after the other that sugar is bad. Here is something here about osteoarthritis knee. Can you use type 2? Yes, but most of the collagen out there is type 1 and 3. You can use type 2, but 1 and 3 are the collagens. Some have 1, 2, and 3, but most of the collagens that I've come across are 1 and 3. And yeah, if you're having problems with your face, wrinkles, problems maybe with an injured ligament, tendon, or whatever it is, even cardiovascular, supplement with not only C, but collagen could do wonders for you because collagen will definitely help heal. I want to say hello here. Thank you for always informing us. Cameron, we appreciate you. We love you. And we thank you so much. Which vitamin C is the best? Ascorbic acid, they're to me, a good time release. It's a very competitive market in vitamin C. But I like the time releases. There are different companies. You want to search for a company, and I'm not here to really push or recommend any products. But anyone that has a good natural time release, I would do at least a 500, if not 1,000 milligrams. Some people like capsules over caplets, but there are so many different ones in there, and I think you could just look right onto Amazon or your local health food store, and I think that will do you lots of good. Just 1 or 2 more questions, and I will go into that pertaining to here. Someone mentioned lipids. Yes, there's liposome vitamin C that obviously can get right into your system differently. As Margaret says right here, yes, there is, and I would happen to agree with you, but you do not necessarily have to go that route. Here's someone that mentions, hold on, don't go anywhere. You're moving so quick. RA is better than alpha lipoic acid. MD says smoothie has much sugar. Rheumatoid arthritis, regardless of what it is, alpha lipoic acid, great for the nerves, great for neuropathy. Smoothies do not have enough sugar, and I recommend what to do in the smoothies. All your berries, low glycemic index, lots of fiber, almond milk, chia seed. You can add a little banana if you want, or a date. You don't have to. If you want to try to cut the sugar, add a half avocado, blend it up. You're ready to go. You can put some cacao in there. You can add some walnuts in there. Good fats, low sugar. That would work for the keto diet or any other diet out there. Why is sugar addictive? It's a brain type of thing. You got your serotonin, your dopamine. The brain actually sees sugar like cocaine. It really does. It's a whole, I should really make a video on that, but that's a great question. It's an addictive, definitely an addictive drug. Sugar is definitely, no question, a drug. And it's okay to get sugar as long as you're getting it in the whole state where there's fiber with it. That's the key. Fiber slows down the assimilation of that glucose. It keeps insulin levels balanced. You won't get the spike. And it's going to help actually your fatty liver, as well as help that insulin resistance and help insulin sensitivity. The whole idea of your pancreas is you don't want it to overwork, because when you're secreting too much sugar, obviously what happens is too much insulin starts to become secreted. And what happens is the cells, either in the muscles or the liver, become resistant to the insulin. Therefore, the sugar can't get in the cells. So the sugar can only be used a couple of ways. One, it either gets burned up right away. Two, it gets stored as this glycogen. And once the glycogen stores are filled within the muscle and the liver, then the only other place it can go is turn into fat. Okay, so that's why too much sugar is high triglycerides, it's high low density lipoproteins, and it's going to turn more into fat, more visceral fat around your gut. Okay, um, sugar causes yeast in the body. Absolutely. So, women, if you're having yeast infections, Candida albicans going down there, a lot of itchiness going down there, things aren't working right down there, cut your sugar, you'll starve the Candida, and you'll get better. Because no matter what antifungal medications you take for Candida albicans or yeast infections, it's not going to be the answer. Zinc, when is the best time to drink turmeric tea, beta blocker, hypertension medicine at night? Please advise. A little off the topic, you can drink turmeric tea anytime you want. I don't have a problem with that. It's not going to help. It's not going to hurt you at all. Turmeric is a great natural herb. Someone asked, by the way, give me 1 second. You're moving so quick, I can't even find the question here. Okay, here it is. How much zinc to take with vitamin C? 10 milligrams, 20 milligrams, 25 milligrams. Some of them have it already mixed in there. But zinc can go, there's a lot of fluctuation in zinc. The RDA, let me just see one thing for you guys. The RDA, just to let you know here, you're looking at about 11 milligrams a day. Whatever the RDA says, a recommended daily allowance, I like to double or triple it, or sometimes quadruple it. So you can go anywhere from 10, 20, 50 milligrams. I believe they're 50 milligrams. Different companies say different things, but you have to play with it. Now, if you notice you're getting like those little white things on your nails, usually zinc deficiency. Okay, so, but if you really want to help those conditions, particularly with your nails, or even let's say that you're not healing really well. I didn't mention that, by the way. This is really important. Thank you, GI. But if you are noticing you're healing, let's say you have diabetic neuropathy, let's say that you have either diabetes or you have a condition, maybe you have a depressed immune system, or let's say your condition's not healing well. Let's say you have open sores from diabetes, you have blisters or something, whatever's not healing, start adding more vitamin C. Remember that vitamin C is amazing for healing. It really is amazing for the skin, for the tissues, for the organs, for the vessels, the veins, everything. It's collagen. But add zinc to it because the zinc will really accelerate that healing process with the vitamin C. Okay, one last thing here. This is a great question. Do you lose vitamin C from cooking or juicing it? Absolutely yes. If you're going to heat up vitamin C, you're going to kill it. They actually say that too much sunlight, too much ultraviolet light, you'll notice a lot of the vitamin C that come in either are closed where you can't see through, or they're very darkened because the ultraviolet light will affect vitamin C. I remember that from many, many years ago. Yeah, light, heat, vitamin C is very, very sensitive. Great question. So yeah, you want to preserve vitamin C. And if you have vitamin C that's expired, get rid of it, because there's no sense taking a vitamin if it's not going to do those biochemical effects and give you those health effects for your entire body. So I thank everyone out there. This was a last minute thing. I hope I'm streaming well through you, because I just had this reconnected. I had a fellow at my house all day trying to reconnect directly to my modem to make sure I'm getting a good, solid broadcast, because I was having some issues in the past. Anyways, I just wanted to remind all of our beautiful listeners out there that subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Why? Because all I want to do is see good health with you, your loved ones, your family, and that's all I really care about. And I really believe that if you become proactive and really take the pride, because with all the people in the chat room right now, you're being proactive. And I thank you for taking the time to be here with me, because it makes me feel special. And when I see people come together with me, it ignites me. It gives me more energy. It gives me more love. And all I want to do is just help serve humanity. So please spread this video. This will be reposted again for those seeing it right now. It is reposted. But I want to say God bless to all of you, and much love. And we will be here with you and continue to feed you with a lot greater health information. Stay well. And most important, God bless you.